Bonjour mon ami, je suis Francie.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be, I don't know what you call this, I'd like to say unbagging, but I'm not sure. But yeah, today we're going to be unbagging Baggie Francie. So this doll was released in 1975, I believe. It is copyrighted 1974. I think this was the last Francie doll to be released. So Francie is my favourite character from the Barbie line. This girl has been on my wish list for I'd say 4 years. I ended up taking her off my wish list because I thought she was a bit too expensive every time I saw her. But when I found this one, she was, much cheaper than they usually go for mint in the bag. So I thought I'd snap her up, and I finally have her after 4 or so years. She's one of my favourite Francies. I think my ultimate favourite is the original Flip Francie. Not the standard faced one, but the one with eyelashes. But I believe the 70s is probably my favourite decade aesthetically, like overall. Not just in Barbie, but generally. So I really wanted to get this one. I also would like to get a No Bangs Francie as well. So this doll was released both as a blonde and a brunette. Pretty much the same doll, but the brunette was labelled as Francie and came wearing a yellow swimsuit, and the blonde was named Casey, which is Francie's friend, and she came wearing either a hot pink or a red swimsuit. So I'll just show you the little tag. So it says Francie at the top in green. Then you have a green Mattel logo. Underneath that there is the product number, which is 7699. It says not recommended for children under 3. And she has movable arms and legs. And then on the back it says copyright Mattel Inc. 1974, Hawthorne, California 90250, made and printed in Taiwan. Manufactured for Mattel, all rights reserved. It's just a simple piece of cardboard with 2 staples, and she's inside a plastic bag, which is quite a sturdy plastic. So we're just going to flip her over, and I've just got a nail file. And we're just going to slip that under and gently pry the staple open, because I do want to keep this bag in as good a condition as I can, because she wasn't cheap, and maybe one day I might want to return her to her bag. It is quite sturdy, these staples, because they are like industrial staples, so it might take a little bit of work getting them open. Then you can just probably gently wedge them out from the front. Like so. Maybe pop that through to the back and slip it out. Like so. Slip it through. And we'll just bend it back like that, just to straighten it out a bit more. Here we go. Okay, so I didn't realize this, but the bag is actually sealed underneath the tag. So I guess you could have just cut the bottom off and slipped her out of there. But I think I would actually prefer to do it up here so that if I do choose to put it back in, I can close this over the top. So I've just cut open the bag and I'm going to slip her out by the head. Oh my goodness. Oh, so scary. Oh, her hair is so shiny. Oh, she's so pretty. So she has brown eyes with blue eyeliner or eyeshadow, and she has soft pink lips, brown eyebrows, and like a chocolatey brunette hair. It looks more black in the view screen at the moment. Not sure if you can see the actual colour properly. And she's wearing a yellow swimsuit which has the seam in the front rather than the back of the lower part. She has the Mexico Barbie arms that move up and down. She does not have a twist and turn waist. And she has hard plastic legs that are shiny and hollow, and they just move up and down. So it's this soft bendy Mexico arms, by the way, too. So usually they're known to cause melting, but it doesn't seem like there is any melting. That bikini top actually has elastic in the back rather than the actual fabric going right around. And her head moves from side to side. So this doll was a budget doll, something like you'd get at Woolies or Coles or like your grocery store. I believe they were sold in like pharmacies and newsagents as well. I don't think Francie was that big in Australia, from what I've heard. I'm just going to take the cover off her hair. There we go. There we go. So yeah, very simple, standard Francie body, straight legs, Mexico Barbie arms. Now her head isn't marked on the back, it would be marked on the rim most likely, but her bottom is marked 1966 Mattel Inc. Taiwan. She does have some faint yellow marks on her face from being in that bag all those years. And I did notice when I was taking the slip off her hair that there are like 1 or 2 strands of hair that have kind of broken and are a bit short on top. And unfortunately, she does have a tiny rub to one of her eyebrows. For starters, this is a vintage doll. Secondly, it was made for children. And it was a budget doll. So it was a budget doll made for children in the 70s. So you can't expect too much from these dolls. So overall, I think this is a pretty awesome doll, considering that she is a budget doll from the 1970s. But, yeah, I'm really happy to finally have this rare vintage Francie for my collection. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of Baggie Francie. I will be leaving for Paris today, where I'll be meeting my partner, and then we'll be spending a week in Paris and then a week in northern Italy. So until I get back, please take care, and I'll see you all in a couple of weeks' time. Bye-bye.
Au revoir, mon ami.